press conference that we are going to be streaming here on Facebook and also broadcasting at 1 o'clock right here on I-94 FM.
Okay. Hey, wanted to bring Cassiana from the University of Guam's the ESA Psychological Services program. Yesterday we heard from Sierra, violence against women. They're also doing suicide prevention. Is a hotline, Cassiana?
No, Chris, it's actually not a hotline. We're still providing services just like the Violence Against Women Prevention Program. We're a suicide prevention program under ESA Psychological Services Center. So all our services are all combined together. And because everyone is going through a difficult time, not just our UOG students and our UOG community, but the local community as well, we just wanted to let everybody know that our services are still available. And we do conduct clinical work with people who are at risk. And we're also providing outreach services. So ePenningan created a online campaign. So it's actually on Instagram, and we wanted to share that with everybody here on the show. So it's called 14 Days at Home, COVID-19 Stories from Guam. And our Instagram page is UOG ePenningan.
UOG what?
UOG ePenningan.
Can you spell that?
UOG IPINANGON.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. I just threw a follow back.
Let me
follow back and participate. And we just want to go ahead.
Go ahead. You talk about services. What types of services do you guys have available?
So some of the services that we provide include suicide prevention presentations. We provide that in the classroom, and we provide training on our suicide prevention and response protocol training for our staff and faculty. But since this is services for the local community, we wanted to let them know that we also provide mental health services, counseling services, and psychological first aid for anybody who has any worries or concerns or stress related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Because after talking to many people, and I'm sure that you both know that as well, that so many people are going through such a difficult time, and people are stuck at home 24/7, and people can't go to work and go to school, and there's a lot of stress surrounded with that people are worried about not being able to pay their rent or keep up with car payments, or even like for students to cover their tuition. And we just we don't have that contact with family and friends anymore. So there's a lot of anxiety with that. There's a lot of overwhelming feelings. There's a lot of anger, and people are very isolated and sad. And so we just want to make sure that people know that we're available. We're available through phone and through email. Once we set them up, we can provide video sessions if they want that as well. And it's not just for students and UOG affiliates, but it's also for the local community. And we receive a lot of calls and a lot of emails every day, especially since the pandemic started. And we just wanted to, we're thankful that I'm on your show because we can help spread that word even more.
Right.
What's the phone number?
Our phone number is the same as ESA. So we use ESA's number. So it's 735-2883. But then everyone's also welcome to email us to at isa@triton.uog.edu. And I just also wanted to let everybody know that our services are free, whether or not you go to UOG or whether you're just a member in the community, and they're all completely confidential. So
on average, how many calls do you guys get?
I don't have the exact number, but we received lots of calls in the past couple of weeks. Since
what are people saying, Cassiana? Because the symptoms that you described, I felt like you were talking about me, because I am feeling overwhelmed. I think we all are. I mean, we all are. And if you're not, then maybe something's wrong with you.
We might have to have a session right now because.
No, but I mean, so yeah, what are they saying? Of course, don't go into specifics, but generally, what are some of the things that you guys are hearing?
Yeah, of course, we can't. Yeah, you're right. We can't go into detail because everything is confidential. Yeah. But generally, from our personal feelings and experiences, and then what we hear from members of our family or friends or people just that we're on the phone with, is that it's being stuck at home. It's boring. First of all, it's very isolating to be at home for so many hours at a time, and it's really scary, and it's a lonely experience. And sometimes people feel like they're like left alone going through all of this, and that's why we wanted to let everybody know that we're not alone in all of this. Everybody in Guam is going through this, and we're in this together, and we want to make sure that they know that and that we're available, especially when times get really rough.
And it looks like it's going to get even worse. For you and for your colleagues, how are you guys coping through this?
We're doing well. There are challenges with just trying to make sure that our clients are okay and trying to transition into classes. But I think what's more rewarding is just having people like call us and knowing that our services are helping lots of people right now, and that if we can reach out to even one person who's going through a difficult time, that would make everything even better.
Yeah, I wanted to get you on, and so many people out there who are, we're all waking up with this unbearable burden, this overwhelming sense of anxiety. We don't know what's going to happen. We're being told that it's only going to get worse, that we're just getting started. And so, the people like you, the people like the frontliners, we're all waking up like this, but to have to, for the lack of a better term, suck it up and go to work and be there for other people, it takes a toll, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And people, I'm sure we can all see that. Like, if we turn on our TV or we go on Instagram or if we go on Twitter, we see all these different kinds of strategies and tips like to help us cope with that anxiety and that stress and that uncertainty. And I'm sure lots of those are excellent strategies. They're very helpful. But what we found lately in the last 3 weeks, working with people and talking with people and like hearing their experiences, is that probably the best coping tool of all is just sharing those experiences and validating that and empathizing with it and agreeing with it and just telling them, like, yeah, I felt the same way. You're not alone in that. And just we see that the stories, they're similar. People are going through similar things nowadays, and sometimes people aren't adjusting well to it. And usually sharing those stories and seeing how people are going through the same thing, it's more comforting because you don't feel as alone as you did originally.
Well, Cassiana, we just really wanted to get you on to kind of get the info out there and share, what you're going through and what people out here going through. I can't thank you enough, really.
Yes, no, and thank you so much for helping us, because this really helps us get the word out that our services are available and they're free for everybody.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Cassiana. Be safe.
Thank you so much. You too. Wash your hands.
Oh, you beat me to it. Okay, Cassiana.
The number to call is 735-2883. That's 735-2883. They also are on Instagram. Let me just pull it up. At UOG Ipinangan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's UOGIPINANGON. You know how to say that?
Wait, where is it?
UOG Ipinangan?
Yeah. Yes.
Ipinangan.
All right.
Okay.
9:32 nationally. I was looking at the COVID-19 ticker. Worldwide, we've reached over 1 million cases.